Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to World Warships. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on this ship, which my recorder is blocking the name of the ship on the right screen. So the Ingancio Allende, as best I can figure. First impressions of this ship. Now I have done a first impressions of the previous tier 5, 6, and 7. Tier 5 and 6 were I was quite pleased with. The tier 7 was not so good. So we're gonna see how the tier 8 shapes up. So only 8 guns in total. I believe these are 152mm guns still. Yeah. And do they give you a decent reload time? 7 seconds. Almost maybe feel like I'd rather just take a Cleveland just from the initial look. 38,600 hit points. Granted, and like Cleveland, we do have torpedoes, so we get 8 533mm torpedoes as a whole. So let's get to the our commander on. We're gonna move the one we've been working on up, so you can see this is what I've been working so far with the 10 points commander. As we go up the line, we'll just have to see, as I'm still experimenting with the line, but you know, with the consumables, maybe some additional stability. Don't know if this would be something like a top grade gunner. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I'll have to figure this out as we go along. So I don't know what I would do for a full build yet, but we have our specialized repair teams, 463. We have Hydro, which we can switch out for defensive A. We have Surveillance Radar, which we can switch out for spotting aircraft, but we're going to stick with the radar. And I want to make sure that I have, I guess it's not, I don't have that on the tier 7 ship. Let's see, my radar should be the Y key. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's one of the things I have to remember to do when I start playing a new ship first impressions, is to move the consumables around how I would like. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to build into the guns. I mean, they're lightly armored guns. One of the things I did also need to make mention of was looking at her armor scheme. So 25mm across the board with a 102mm armored belt. So above water citadel, yeah, you're definitely going to get zapped if you're not paying attention. And you don't really have much of a belt to work with unless they, you know, depending on respective armoring, the size of the main caliber of the enemy ship facing you, probably not so likely to bounce. Now, with a radar ship, normally what I would do is I'd build in the surveillance radar modification one, but I don't really want to waste the coal and figuring out this ship to see if it's even worth it. So we're going to go for engine room protection. Then we're going to go for aiming systems modification. Our turret traverse 180-degree turn time is 7.2 seconds, so that's good. So not really worried about that. We'll go for propulsion. I prefer that on light cruisers. And then we'll go for the concealment. So that's going to bring us down to 10.2 kilometer concealment. So that means with our radar, which is 9 kilometers, we have a 1.2 kilometer gap between concealment and full radar coverage. The hull upgraded 30,600. Stock gunfire would be 13.8. That's really rough, and that only moves us up to 15.1. So I could see this ship struggling, only having the armor piercing, especially if you start seeing tier 9s and tier 10s. This isn't going to be so great. So we don't want to detonate. We want to get even more utilization of that repair party. So you can see we just went from 463 to 555. We want our consumable cooldown time much quicker. One of the things is you can see that cooldown time, actually if I take this off with the specialized repair party, it's 180 seconds. So we want to drop that down. It goes to 171 seconds, and that's why the combat instructions is really the big gimmick with this ship. Getting your consumables off of cooldown that much quicker. Speed, we'll take RAM. What is the range of these torpedoes? We want to look at that. 8 kilometers, so no stealth torping there. 96-second reload. Decent damage, 16,633, 62 knots with a detectability range of 1.1 kilometers. So I'll probably, honestly, I'll just stick with something like this. I don't think I'd really invest more with the other things. We'll just throw some random economic bonuses on. You know, let's do that because I will need to get to tier 9. We have the economic bonus. Let's do that. 45. Nah, we'll just go with that. Okay, so I think that's going to get us set outside of one remaining thing. Or maybe 2. I like to run my flags. Wait, did that take both of them? No, I can only take one. Then we went the Jolly Roger. And we'll just throw all camouflage on for the heck of it. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see how this one goes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we go. We are top tier, which is going to be really helpful, not going to lie. Let's see, they have no radar. So we are the only radar in this match, so we need to do what we can to help the team. So we got 2 subs, we got a tier 6 CV, 2 destroyers, and we just need to be mindful of some of that, those battleship guns. Alright, so torpedo firing angles, really good. Definitely not very nice for a cruiser. I would hope so, with only having 8 guns. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go play up closer to C. We're going to go over here. Okay, he's coming on. Alright, let's check these forward firing angles. I have some stuff blocking the mouse. Try to block the fan noise a little bit once I get used to my new desk setup. Yeah, you definitely need to be mindful of your forward firing angles. You can get surprised as our battleship abandons the flank. Yeah, you got to be careful. You could, because that armor scheme is just not there, so you can easily get wrecked. So I'm going to ask for support from our Gascon. There's no need for him to abandon the flank. If you're a battleship and you spawn, and your only battleship spawns on the flank, please support your flank. You provide a knockout punch blow that I, as myself in this situation, in a cruiser, I can just simply not do. Unless I get a torpedo drive by. But they're very talkative in chat. Okay, so let's also get our radar up. Our hydro, it's the short range hydro. I don't really care about the airstrike range. So we're going to let that be. We have a Benson coming over a bit more. So we're going to have to see what our team does here. There's enemy Farragut. He's just inside range. Cherbourg, he's got the larger guns. He can easily wreck us broadside if he has the AP loaded. So get to be very mindful of that. We'll just go ahead and just launch some torps randomly. You never know. They do have someone on the cap. So the goal is, I'm hoping that my submarine friend here spots the enemy ship on the cap and I can help support. I have to be mindful though. My concealment's about to fully go over the cap, so I'm probably going to need to turn out a little bit here. Because I'm probably going to be lit, actually, if I go out. So let's just kill throttle. Yeah. Okay, he's somewhere. That's the sub. I don't even know if he's in range. Okay, I think he's moving that way. All right, we're going to angle away. Pay attention. We're going to stay angled. We don't want to go full broadside. Okay, he's still somewhere in there. I'm just too far away for us to do anything about it. So I'm going to dump torps at Benson. Just right as I fired that, I was like, oh, that was dumb. I'm probably going to get a penalty. Okay, he's like gone under. Okay, our Bismarck, he's set up to provide a possible nice crossfire. Our AA is 6'9". Is that right? No. Yeah, it is 6'9". Alright, let's accelerate. We don't want to be sitting duck. So 6'9" AA. I'll have to check the AA stats. Okay, there he is being cheeky, so we're going to kill throttle. The sub, I think, has gone under. I think think he's gonna re-accelerate forward. We're gonna reverse and we're gonna angle in case he takes another. No, he's shooting someone else because we don't even have a priority target on. Alright, priority AA again. So this is kind of a cruiser you want the enemy team pushing in on you. Okay, I think our sub got a bunch of torps off there. I don't know where the sub is. I actually would like to get over a bit more. Is he pushing? No, he's still reversing. Let's see if we can get more further onto the flank here. I mean, we're only against tier 8s and 6s, and I still feel really limited by the range here. Okay, our Bismarck's pushing up, so we'll play off of that. The sub is still sitting outside the concealment. There he is. Yeah, he's going to be underneath before their shells can even do any damage. Oh, I lied. Apparently he didn't go full under. Alright, prioritize AA again. Alright, we're going to be mindful that we don't, with being detected by air, we don't want to be showing a bunch of broadside to Cherbourg. So with the CV spotting us, it's going to mean we just have to be mindful in how we move up here. Now this battleship back here is really low. I'd really like to focus him. So that's what we're going to do. And Cherbourg's moving away, so we don't have to worry about even being detected. Until the planes fly back in. And now he's running because he's getting low. So we're going to have to push this flank in this situation. We don't really have a choice. Cherbourg's moving a bit wider, so I got to be really mindful about broadsiding him here and him wrecking us. These guns are looking towards Biz, I think, but I really want to keep this Andrea from getting a heal off. Alright, so we're going to utilize that to our advantage here. More planes. Oh, yes, great. Oh, New Mexico's coming over. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna take a chill for a minute. I'm gonna dump torps just in case the sub decides to surface. We got this nice American smoke, so I want to try to reverse a little bit more behind it here. But if the CV keeps focusing over here, that's going to be an issue for us. Let's see how much damage we can get in with these salvos. He's too far away, I think. I'll look again. I think we saw no. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll just throw a random one. Bismarck showing New Mexico a lot of broadside. So we're going to think through what we might need to do here. I would like to reverse back past the island, but I'm really concerned about the enemy CV spotting us since the Bismarck's about to go down. So we're going to have to sit in the smoke a bit longer. If we can get to New Mexico, that will make my life a lot easier. Okay, as we call this planes, let's try to reverse. New Mexico got a heal off. This could be bad depending on if the sub surfaces and pushes back in. So I would have liked to reverse sooner, but the reality was that's just not possible with CV spotting. And since I'm kind of chilling here broadside with New Mexico, who's getting ready to detect us. Okay, that's unfortunate, so we're going to have to start angling out. Let's see if I can kill the throttle here. Yep. We should be able to get into cover before he gets another salvo off. Probably should have DCP'd the engine sooner. If we can get rid of him, that will really help us out here. Okay, now we gotta pay attention. He's not shooting at us still. He wants the DD. He's gonna get him. It's not good for us. Let's see here. So planes are still detecting us. I'm gonna hang on to the radar just for a little bit here. I'd like to get set up in a position where I can torp the Cherbourg. Okay, the sub is coming this way, roughly. Let's go ahead and burn radar as I knock over the microphone. My sub's about to enter for us. Oh, I should have led that more. I thought he was reversing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Should have held on to it longer. Yeah, this is gonna be very bad for us. It's a bit unfortunate. We're gonna go for the sub. Don't really have a choice here because our team kind of he's like chilling out back there. Okay, we should have the kill here. Well, there's that. So, I mean, I think this ship's a little better than the tier 7. A little better. I don't think it's as good as the tier 5, tier 6, so yeah, unfortunately, I really would have been, I mean, even if I would have killed the Cherbourg on the first torpedo strike, like, my team just dying just does not help us at all. We almost had the sub. So, yeah, first impressions is the ship is okay. I think the other one was, the tier 7 is just bad, but I think this one's okay. Kind of like what I said about tier 7, you just feel like a punching bag. You can take a lot of damage and you can heal a lot of it back. So you have that going for you, of course, but yeah, I'm just not impressed. I mean, the torps are nice for when they're pushing in like that, but I'm kind of wondering, you know, would I rather play Edinburgh, where I can get a smoke with AP? You know, I keep making this comparison to the light British cruiser line. Because, I mean, it's kind of this mix also with, I guess, the light American cruiser line with no HE. But you know, the smoke gives you options. You don't have to really constantly play around the island. But between the sub being there and constantly spotted by CV, just made our life really hard there. So in terms of being able to utilize ourselves more. So yeah, take it as you will. So this is my first impressions. I think my first impressions is the ship is just okay. It's not a ship that I would be crawling all over to want to play. I'd rather play my other tier 8 cruisers. Like I'd rather play Balti, I'd rather play Cleveland, I'd rather play actually Edinburgh, and I didn't care as much for that ship. Because you can see I was actually trying to do single torpedo launch there when the Cherbourg was coming around. Yeah, and you get the Hydra there. That's actually decent. Yeah, no, it's just okay. So if you liked today's video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't, give a thumbs down. If you do like the content I produce, please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. I really appreciate it, as we're on our way to 1,500 subscribers. So until next time, take care.